Welcome to Charts Today. My name's David Linton, and today's edition for Wednesday, the 12th of January, comes to you from Fuerteventura in Spain. And we start to look at the markets, still more green on the screen than red, so looking reasonable at the moment. Dollar index, little changed. It has been trending lower this week, but on the whole, it's still looking bullish on that longer term chart. Against the euro, the dollar is looking strong, the euro falling away there below the cloud long term. Has just been flatlining the last several weeks, we are seeing a bit of an improvement in the short-term trend. Looking at the sterling chart, remembering this is my weekly, daily and 60-minute charts, so long-term, medium-term and short-term view of the market. Sterling is climbing, hitting these targets, looking in the higher 130s. We're at 136.30 at the moment, and just back below the 120 level on sterling against euro, but really still has these upside targets very much in train, so looking bullish on the short-term chart. Bitcoin has found support around $40,000 and is now just back above the cloud on the short-term chart. Will we find long-term cloud support here on the price? That's going to be the key. The S&P 500 index was up nearly 1% yesterday, so looking stronger there. The Nasdaq also stronger, of course, but still has work to do to get back above the cloud. The futures a little changed this morning. The S&P future is down very slightly, and the Nasdaq future down 0.2%. Looking at the FTSE future in the UK, we're up 0.75%, and the DAX in Germany is up 0.4%. So European markets just a little bit stronger. Looking at the Japanese market, up 1.6%. Asia didn't really benefit from the rise globally in stocks yesterday, and so it has just overnight caught up. The Hang Seng up 2.8%, so really coming off the floor there, but still this downtrend on the medium-term chart persists. The Shanghai index looking stronger as well, just not enough to really move it above the cloud on the short term. The Sensex in India is up 0.7%, still one of the best looking equity markets really, and just nudging new highs there with big upside targets. And the Aussie market was up 0.2% as well. Had that very big down day last week, and really we just haven't recovered from that. We saw those fall away there. We'll look at the energy mix in a minute, but looking at soft commodities, we've got sugar up 0.8%. Still in a downtrend though. Wheat has pulled back, but interestingly we are seeing still these upside targets for wheat. And if we look at gold, we're sitting at 18.14, so we're holding on there. And of course the big one is US 10-year yields. That's been a really big jump after last week, so we're seeing here making new multi-month highs, and the key thing is we're now looking to ultimately inflationary pressures really kicking in the market. Looking at the energy mix, we've got Brent crude up this morning. We're bullish on crude oil this morning out to clients. US nat gas looking strong as well, $4.40 and pushing higher. Coal sitting at 110 really is in danger of breaking below this $100 mark. Of course, we are near rollover for coal. Emissions is up just under 1%. We were neutral today to clients. This 80 level is really critical on this 60-minute chart. This is the daily, this is the 60-minute chart. We see here that big down day has really had an impact there. Those are the hourly candles for that down day. So emissions we've got to watch. US nat gas, Dutch gas is up 4% this morning. We have gone out to clients saying we're not sure that's going to hold because we've got downside pressures on the chart. The same with MBP, is just deteriorating slightly. It was up this morning, but we are up 4%, but whether we can hold that, because we are just rolling over at the moment, and we've covered that in more detail in the report. And if we look at German power, that's also just drifting lower. Holding this 120 level is really critical for German power. We did dip below it yesterday. We've got an upside target, but these downside targets still hang over us, so we just do need to be aware of that. That's it for today. Until tomorrow, happy charting. See you then.